Well then, greetings everyone once again. I'm Menos. Welcome to my Madhouse. We're continuing with the last of the Doki Doki Literature Club side stories. Immediately starting with reflection. Surprised, no new mail that time. Am I bothering you? No. Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. It makes me scared to interrupt. Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. That makes sense. Guess if you're in the first place and you're more ready to socialize, even if it takes a little bit of prodding. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do work. So it can be healthy to put myself in a social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or there are too many people, or everyone is being too silly for me to keep up with. Yuri glanced across the room at Sadi and Natsuki. Sadi has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki is lobbing in the air, but the pieces keep bouncing off her face and hitting the floor. Ugh, ouch. Maybe I should say something. No need. It just ran out of cookie. What a waste. They've really become good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Sadi seems pretty good at making that happen, but the two of them are both on your and Jack's side, so I suppose it works out well. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. You and I hadn't had many chances to talk one-on-one, haven't we? That may be partially my fault since I was supposed to be one engaging club members. Not at all. I practically for a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. Responsibility is equal on me. At least display some openness to engage. But what about during times like lunch? Or did you meet up with friends? I just read. I just read. Oh. But I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. Do you always read fantasy? Oh, not always. I suppose I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of this series. There are still 2 more books after this one. Well, I guess this long book suit you well, since you spend so much time reading. Old fantasy may be my favorite. But after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres. I'll read anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah. Even like romance? Whoa! There are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Oh, come on, Yuri. I know what you mean. You know what I mean. Monica lowers her voice. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too. Maybe. More when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot. So it kind of felt like... Please don't make this about the past. Sorry, I got super curious. You know, we should totally pick out a romance novel and read. That'd be so much fun. Absolutely not. Really? Even if it was just between us? Try asking someone who has no shame. Like Natsuki. Ouch! Sorry, I didn't... really mean that. Well, I guess it was my fault for oppressing you. I'm like that for things in my past too. You know, things I feel too embarrassed to re-experience. There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga kind of reminds me kind of how bit of intense I used to be about my own interests. It makes me think she'll like to grow out of it too. Oh no. Hey! Were you talking about me? No. We were just... Oh, we were just talking about how our interests have changed over the years. When did you get into manga, Natsuki? Like a couple of years ago, I guess. I was always so into it before that, but I wasn't really going hard until then. Oh yeah? What was it that inspired you to get more into it? I don't know. I guess... let me think. I was after I discovered a series I really liked. Yeah, I was just like, really fun about a lot of things. I got some of this one series that I really liked too. I guess I had an edgy day, so I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be by myself. Hey, kind of like Yuri. Mike! Sorry. Ugh. That's completely wrong, so... It's so cool that you both really found your thing. They're almost like opposites, but it sounds like they helped you a lot through hard times. You're not! Wow, what the heck? Is that book even bigger than the last one you're in? It's technically slightly longer, but not very much. How do you think it would go if you stuck the whole series? That's the estimate by holding her hand high above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack. I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes so I can sit up at more than you. Not that I have the money for that. Please. That hardly count when your books are only a few words per page. I know, I was just joking. I can never arbitrarily read books like yours. It's the bond for me. You should glare at Natsuki. It's not boring. Chuck! I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion. I just think it's too convoluted. Sayori, are those from the floor? Sorry, that's nasty. Gross! Also, wash your hands without touching any of my books! Oh, but my hands aren't dirty. Yeah, they are. Oh, just do it. Those are the even if you can't see them. Oh, fine. Sayori trots out the door and Natsuki follows. Yuri, you look a little upset. What kind of nerve does she have to call my hobby boring? Well, she did correct herself. Partly. She was so condescending. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows well that much these mean to me. So how about just leave me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like. Especially in the literature club. so I should figure out how to mediate discussions to keep them positive and constructive. For the record, I've always been inspired by a love of creativity in your books and also your ability to get through them so quickly. Thank you. Okay. Well, this is something I'll have to think about and revisit. I'm sure I can help Natsuki find some common ground with you. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. That then. Either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Maka, but I'm skeptical. A bit of an intermission. Okay, everyone. We have a special club meeting today. As you know, the Literature Club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. It also means we should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. I think I have a chance to turn to some positive energy for each other. Aren't you being a little dramatic about this? This is important to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt coming out accused of something. No, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry it came off that way. For our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language, and I thought it would be a good topic for a literature club, don't you think? I'm sure we're going to have differences in opinion a lot, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club. Oh, if you say so. Sure. The cool thing about language is that it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotions. We have a lot of control for how we want the other person to feel when we receive our thoughts. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. For example, sorry, what's your favorite food? I have them organized by categories. Should I start with snacks or do you mean full meals? Should I include breakfast? Oh, jeez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy. Cherries! Really? I always thought cherries taste nasty. What? Cherries are delicious! Whoa, that's a pretty strong reaction. Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty. How does that make you feel? I don't know, sad? Defensive, maybe. Yeah, I got defensive. See? The reason I had such a strong reaction wasn't just because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. That's weird, right? Something like taste is completely subjective. When I say something like, I think cherries are nasty, I think cherries taste nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm challenging society's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty. Wait, hold on! How's that objective when you just said it was your only own opinion? Well, it has to do with the way our brains interpret the words. I talk about the reality of the cherries, not your feelings about them. Like society. Let's remember a second and pretend that I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. Good! So what if instead I said I tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy. Oh, that's fine. As long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is, well, a nasty word. Okay, so cherries are a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. This time around, instead of talking about the cherries, I just talked about my feelings inside and didn't get defensive. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we received the invitation to talk about our differences. Yuri, you don't need to take notes. I'm not gonna quiz you or something. I know that. Oh, it's just... Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you like. But does anyone have any thoughts so far? Yeah! I was foolish enough to pull on my language filter just to protect someone's feelings! Here we go, Natsuki. Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across other people. I want to suggest this to help your differences in a positive experience rather than an argument. Right, Sayori? Whatever you say, cherry hater. Oh, come on! Sorry, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. What the heck? Don't! I'm sorry, Sadie. I'll make it up to you later. How about cherry sundae? Well, you're welcome to me any time, my beloved president. Finding people's loyalty. How deplorable. Oh, like you would turn on a free Sunday, Yuri. Your Sunday found those cookies up on the other week. That was... I was reading, not keeping track of them. Oh, that's enough. We're getting off topic. So that we know it just a bit, how about we try out something relevant to the club? Like manga, right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences in opinion. Yuri, do you want to start? Well, I'd rather not, no. Oh, how come? Well, because I don't see how anything productive can come from that. It's just going to start a fight. No, we'll be fine. That's why I'm here, Mari. Let's just have a calm, rational discussion. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not child. You don't have to call my feelings. I think it's more respectable to just speak your mind. Respectable. Yuri's expression changes at that word. Sponko recalls being respected was the crux of the matter for Yuri. Well, pointing the exercise isn't really like... Oh, it's fine. I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to join whatever it is you like. I just prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material. Up for stories to imagine and sophisticated beyond the surface level. Oh, well, that's just a misunderstanding. I thought you were going to say that monks were chill or something. Like, oh, yeah, nothing of that. But that's why I eat manga. I'm not clueless about manga. I've read my own fair share when I was younger. What? Are you serious? How come you never told me? Because I'm past that point in my life and I really prefer not to revisit it. I prefer more mature things out. Ooh. Excuse me? Okay, hold on. Can I jump here? Let's try to keep things objective. It's implied that manga's immature, and aren't you implying that someone's immature for being into it? I am. maybe someone try to judge people for having different tastes than you. Natsuki. Nobody's even sure. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy. I love them both in their own way. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Boring isn't subjective. Okay, boss me. That's subjective. But I mean, the thing about this is ridiculous. Do you see why I didn't want to participate in this? I knew it's just gonna make people upset. I'm not upset. I'm not upset. Like I said, I don't care what other people think. Boys get the impression they think they look down upon me. So I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. That's not true at all. You're making assumptions. You can't blame me for getting into it since nobody has ever had the least bit of respect for things that I'm into. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me or just being myself and trying to mind my own business. But have you looked in the mirror? Tell me again about respect of the call no man. Oh man, trust them on truck. Look, you can't. Please. Stop. Please? You don't mean the things you're saying now. Let's just be friends. I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. So please, don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time, okay? Yuri's piercing words sent the club into a choked silence as she gathers things. She leaves. Holy crap! I never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. Well, you weren't very nice either, so I was just saying. How'd this happen? It's my fault. Yuri wasn't wrong. I should have tried to moderate a conflict. I shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict when I knew how bad I was dealing with conflicts. It was a really stupid thing for me to do. Oh, it's nobody's fault. It wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. I guess we're sincere about the things we really love. Honestly, she can't brought that upon herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not in the manga, but if you actually look down on other people for it, that's kind of the point that I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things. It's about just recognizing and understanding our differences. Okay? But here's the thing about that. Yuri actually is down on me. There's nothing to do with her watches or anything like that. So I see what you're trying to do. I really think the problem is her. Just like the way we were talking to each other, right? I mean, oh, Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you give her credit for. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. Oh, it'll be fine. I'll figure something out. Wow. I'm just like saying that instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. This wasn't your fault, Monica. You don't have to beat yourself up for it. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out. Because I can just move on now. But... oh, it's fine. I promise. Let's just get our mind off this, okay? In fact, a good potato reads a manga that has no way about feeding you superiority complex. Oh, don't be mean. I'll take a read manga wherever you want. But please don't be mean to my friends. Okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter. Everything will be everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but at least I know that we're all good people and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Monica says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. That was bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other the least out of anyone. This is the reason. As Sayori and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with manga, Monica sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Will a club really have to come to terms with the fact that some members will be incompatible with each other? Monica desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Sayori doesn't either. But for once, a solution doesn't seem to be in sight. Before any of this, a little break. Alright, I'm back. That was a much needed stretch break as well. On to reflection part 2. A new day arrives. Saudi arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. So she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper for him to jot down her thoughts. Saudi has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings on the paper whenever possible. This tends to serve as her best inspiration for poetry. My heart feels vacant because a ship sailed away. Yo! Yeah! Natsuki pokes her out from behind the closet door. Ah, Saya! Minaskaya! If I didn't say nothing. I thought you wanted me to listen to your poetry thing. Yeah. Thanks for realizing that. Shall you finish that up then? Oh no, it wasn't. I mean, let's do it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting. What's Monica, by the way? Oh, she's out in the hallway. Oh, what? Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come to the club room by herself, so. Oh. Jeez. Does Yuri really let things bother her for that long? Well, she can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while, but this is just you and your thoughts again. It just comes back. I just want to have a normal club meeting. Let's lie as I'll pretend never happened. We all just ignore and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. So stupid. Who made us mad anyway? Besides, it makes me feel really guilty and I hate that too. Oh, it's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. Let's figure this out together. Fine. Only because you're good at stuff. Okay. Let's think of a happy scene. Maybe that will help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from. Well, I was happy with the way things went before we had that conversation yesterday. What part of the conversation that made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga? Maybe. I doubt it though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, but I just brush off and ignore them. That's something that really got to me this time. And I hate that I'm letting it happen. Is it because it came from Yuri? No, why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I just hate that she thinks she's so much better than me. Just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's why that's. But let's let the people decide they don't like me, or manga, or whatever. But yeah, such is too good to even give her a chance. I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, certainly. Would you give Yuri books a chance? Huh. After this? Obvious or not. Well, but before this? Well, I wouldn't got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you are trying to keep an open mind, it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated. I see. But you know, I like Yuri's books. Yeah, but you like manga more, right? Sadi shakes her head. I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga, it's really honest and fun and easy to just let go with. And the fantasy has a lot to interpret and uncover. It's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. But the most important thing is that both of you, well, both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them in the same club together. And I just felt like maybe I have more common than anyone would think. How you get along with everyone so well? How's getting the fights with people? Like first was Monica while I was in the club. Then it was you. Now it's Yuri. And I'm always like, oh, that person has been such a jerk. And if they just realized that, then we can at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep far away from the reality. Everyone's just a joke to me because no one likes me. No one knows why. No one knows what to do about it. I know what's wrong with me. I hate it. Natsuki. Sayuri puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder. You're a wonderful person. You deserve me love as much as everyone else. Everyone has a different ways to communicate, you know? And sometimes it makes it hard for us to understand each other. I think that sometimes we get lucky, and we make friends who are really good at the same types of communication. Kind, sorry. And it feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other, or get in the communication wrong. It's like something Yuri struggles a lot with too. It can't really be hard. It takes a lot of reflection, self-awareness, and vulnerability. I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Oh! Sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. Like my friends, like just my dad. Like when I don't get good grades or even stupid things like leave my room isn't clean. So what am I gonna do? Cry about it? Find myself get upset? That's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So things have always have to be like everyone else's fault. It feels like if something goes wrong with this, if I type, that might be my fault, then I get really angry. I've always blamed everything else instead. Do you see yourself as better than Yuri? If I said that, that'd just sound right full on myself. No. Our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand that if we want to learn more about themselves. That's part of vulnerability, you know? Accepting we have to feel the feelings that we don't like. Why? I hate that. My phones make me a pet puzzle. Because my phones just want to tell me that I'm so much better than all. Such a judgmental know-all stuck in an edgy things, and I'm just way above that garbage. But I'm terrible for feeling that way. Oh, you're not terrible. You are not your feelings. But you are not your feelings. Say it to yourself out loud. Fine. I am not my feelings. The way that I like to picture it is that those feelings are your roommate. You live in the same house and you gotta see each other every day. Even if you can't know each other most of the time, you're gonna run into each other now and then. That's gonna make you feel like poop. So the other option is get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other. Maybe even help each other change for the better. So I hope you understand. I know so much about this stuff. I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Called depression. Depression? But you're the happiest person I know. Well, I am not my feelings. I want to be a good person, just like you. Oh, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monica. And I think Yuri will eventually learn that way about you. Natsuki remains silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Sayadi's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as if flowing through a wound inside her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No. Was it so she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable? It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound. One simply cannot be banished and left alone any longer. Back to business. Yuri. What are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you. Hi. So you'll let me... Oh, I'm not gonna yell at you. I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair of me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I'll just try and jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. You're not mad at me? I thought you were mad at me! I was so awful yesterday. Yuri calls up, recalling the details of the argument. Can't have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset. Hold on. That's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? Yuri pauses for a second, then manages a nod. Monica took a seat next to the staircase. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns. I can't get away from them. What kind of negative thought patterns? Like everyone hates me. Especially Natsuki. Oh, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? Well, because Monica thinks back at the time she let herself out in an altercation with Natsuki. And had display maturity for Monica, so let for Natsuki reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki's just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. But, well, she's not really a bad person. In fact, I think she can really be thoughtful and considerate. She just... Well, I guess that's the way it works, is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first, before she feels comfortable about returning it. Oh. That means the burden's on me! No, I was saying things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just... Yuri shakes her head herself and tugs on her hair. Oh, it's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had a chance to get to know you. Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talking to them anymore in the first place. Because everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back. This is what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said that she found it more respectable when people speak their mind, so I did. And then she hated me anyway. That's enough to confirm my fears. But sorry, and I like you. We got to know you a lot by now, right? You're just seeing a response. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. That's not what I meant, really. I just... I was wondering if you had an opinion on her. I do. Well, what is it? Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me. I feel really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for someone to just treat like I'm inferior despite my tastes, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. It makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems to like her, so the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. And my feelings about her are wrong. And I'm wrong to get upset for something so childish and inconsequential. No, Yuri. Feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, right? They're just a state of being that we don't always have control over. That doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like it's something I've learned around when I first started the club. You hear yourself feeling a certain way about things. Or you can, well, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I could never be mad at you just for feeling a certain way. It's just about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. Yuri wears a dejected expression. You make it sound so easy. You're so mature. And so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri. I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come naturally in me either. It's really hard to reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not enough. I want to be able to communicate to her. Communicate what? How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of getting in the way. I can't stand it when the peace is disturbed like this. Yeah. You can't focus on your reading when the peace is disturbed, right? Because Literature Club should be happy for everyone. Monica looks at Yuri in adoration. Besides, you must be rubbing off on me, because I really want a hug now. Sorry I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, then I wouldn't really mind. Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace. You're so gentle. I love when you communicate with your feelings. I feel like you just get to see outside of you. I'm sure Natsuki will too. I'm going to write her a letter. Oh, Larry, what a great idea. Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. Oh, it's not my feelings get the best of me. I forget to say all the important things and say things I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with determination. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you, Sadie. My personality just isn't suited for that. I wouldn't want to be. It's something I learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I never would have seen myself making friends with someone like Sadie. We're the opposite in a lot of ways. But I'm friends with her because she's put so much effort into understanding me so that we can get along. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me time and patience. I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki? Yuri nods. I always thought if I wanted to make more friends, it had to be someone that I'm not. Sorry. There's that type of person, or a magical formula I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And it's just like me, I think that. I was so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people. Yuri shakes her head. Friendships always happen when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort to understand and respect them, and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's why I learned my thought through observations at a literature club. Observations? Monica is caught by surprise. Yuri's always kept to herself so much that it's so unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself. Well, you always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Saw Yuri too. And that makes me happy, because I learn a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. Monica never thought much of it, but in the past weeks, Yuri always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to the problems and concerns of others. Always wanted to listen and learn more about their friends in a club. It's true. Saudi and Monica are naturally more comfortable with other people. They do more easily work through situations of conflict. But that doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and capacity to improve. Our first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but Monica can recognize that as an incredible trait. With her confidence in the club, as restored. A very short girl with one pretty hair is wandering the bustling lunchtime hallways, her fists pressured into her collarbone. When she finds the literature club president in the classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before peering inside. Monica is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, it's expected. This was a bad idea, after all. Suddenly Monica glances towards the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. Before she can gain composure and decide for sure to leave, the class door gently opens. Yuri! Well, it's surprised to see you during lunch. Yuri squeaks a response. Oh, please help me. What, is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. I'll write letters. Thank goodness. I thought it was some kind of emergency. Monica briefly glanced over her shoulder at her other friends. Do you want some help? I can go find an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? Feel bad taking you away from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. We aren't really doing anything. One sec. Monica tosses back to her classroom saying something like I gotta go to her friends, and grabs a pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monica as the two set them off. It's two set off, sorry. How are you doing today? Huh? Me? Well, yes. Oh gosh, sorry, I was just caught off guard. I'm doing well today, just tired. I never seem getting enough sleep during the week. How come? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the time. Oh, me too. I do that too. Hey, this classroom is empty. Let's go in here. After peering inside, Monica opens the classroom door into the mirror. Yuri's moment of realization ends. She watches Monica pulls two chairs up at the same desk and obeys as Monica beckons her to take a seat. She stares out at the empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this. We don't have to. We can come up with we can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. I need to take initiative. Gosh, you must really be determined. I know it's hard to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes through her anxiety and grabs a handful of lined paper from her notebook. Then she picks up a pen. Hey, you're left-handed. That's neat. Yeah. No, no, I don't. No, I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Monka playfully rubs her shoulder against Yeti's. Sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. Anyway, how about we start listening to different things you want to say to her? Yeti thinks. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. Oh, that's okay. How about some of the things you said to me yesterday? But never mind, I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment, her attention evident. Then she writes a word reflection. This is about my reflection on our behavior. The key question is why we act this way towards each other. But I've been able to separately be friends with Sadie and Monka. That's me! Yes, it is. So, Yeti thinks. I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand the needs and respects of my interests. The same goes for Natsuki too. We started off as pretty hostile to each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted. But she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once it stopped making it all about me, she was about to do the same. I want to do that too. So what kind of things do you want to do for her? Well, I want to do the same things for her I'd like to receive. I like it when people respond positively to the things I talk about, and not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously. I like when you and Sadie trust that I would be a good person even when I'm not doing that good a job at it. Let's write those things down. Okay. Here you write some things down. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki's feeling vulnerable. So we should make sure that the letter puts her first. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to just tell someone that all the things you're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure that you know you're ready to respect them and listen to them and admit the things that you feel you could do better. And finally you ask what you'd like in return. How's that for structure? It could be 3 paragraphs, 1 for each of these posts. I like that. My thoughts are so disorganized. I had no idea how I could come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing. You're so amazing at these things. Oh, stop. You've done so much than I have, you know? Spent so much time reflecting and being open-minded. It's the hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you put it on the piece of paper. So I think you're the amazing one. Monica gives Yuri's hand a quick squeeze. But she lets go, she gets caught by surprise and Yuri curls her fingers and look at Monica's hand in place. For a while they sit there in silent symphony, occasionally searching for Yuri's pen against the paper. Yesterday, you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What is it? Well, the thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, that they're just a state of being you need to come to terms with. It made me think about how a person's behavior is always how they decide to be. It's also made that their past experience and insecurities. I think it helps me see other people as actual people rather than as this insignificant side characters who are out to get mad at me somehow. So how do you think about Natsuki? Yuri nods. But in reality, everyone's always trying their best and everyone wants to be happy. Monica peers over at Yuri's paper. Her surprised, Yuri pulls in closer, partially cover it with her arm. I have to be able to read in order to help out, right? It's okay. My thoughts are a lot more organized now after being able to talk to you about it. Now I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I really prefer others not to read it. Yuri laughs softly to herself, a rare expression. I'm glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to button this whole thing. I've done enough damage. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart. And Yuri smiles. Oh, it must be terrible at these things. People are just so incomprehensible on me. I'll never get the hang of being one. But listening to you is so much fun that it's really helped me make sense of some things. So just don't call it damage, please. Monkey gives Yuri a gentle smile. Can't believe I can't come looking for fancy geeks and all I got was real friends who value me. Is that a joke? Of course it is. I still can't tell with you. I'm sorry. No, I love it. Please, never change. As you wish. Yuri glances at the clock. We're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish? Before the end of the day, probably. If I don't want to come to the club the same day that Natsuki reads it, I'm too shy. Oh, I can give it to her instead if you like. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to read it. Of course, I promise. Thank you. Yuri exhales and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monka nods. Good luck, I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns a nod and the two depart. Alright. Taking another break here. Another stretch break this time. One more, go. I'm back. So now I got some new mails. I've lost her. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Who's responsible for me? Okay. Who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monica? I think it's hilarious. But for God's sake, don't tell Paula. It would get for a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on contents of the tweet, e.g. not screaming for help, I assume they're coming from the control simulation? I've lost her. Senior engineer. And that's it. I think we'll get the last Easter egg with self-love. It's just where we'll go to. So one day since Yuri was delivered to Natsuki along with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. Because the passing by of students making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked up the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance, this isn't any reason for coming here. Alongside some malicious options, actually. Such relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. Yay! What are you doing here? I just... Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from a vending machine. The other one was out of drink I like. Yuri noticed Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki also looking away and shuffles over into a vending machine. So quiet that every one of her movements seems to reverberate through the entire stairwell. After too far long, she finally receives... After far too long, she finally receives her beverage. But she then fidgets with it in place of the coins. Some kind of iced tea. Instead of leaving them right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. Tell me. That's not what I meant, really. I mean, it's totally cool. It's your thing. Or whatever I like it. I can see how it suits your soul. Not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words that come from Yuri Natsuki, stammering into dejection. Seeming in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to lead, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, this seems to mean at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki's the first to stand with her empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club? Yuri nods. Sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad about talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to, eventually. Oh, there's no rush. I promise. Thanks. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to a vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, asking me to read this because there aren't any people around here. Oh? I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much differently than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri began to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. But it's okay that I'm here. I don't care. I mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, like, they'll just assume I stopped reading manga if I join the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide from them exactly. But I just don't want to come up again now after I waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months after this point. You don't have other friends who are into manga? Oh, no, unless online friends count. I'm sorry. But that's different because she's not exactly into it, but she just likes it. You know what I mean? Honestly, you don't get the books until at least just look like books. So I have to feel like everyone's constantly judging by what you're reading. That'd be so awful. Especially since I already hear attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I'd totally recommend finding some friends online if you hadn't already. If you're like me, you have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce those days. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face. Oh, whatever. We were all just stupid kids back then anyway. So fanfics, I don't. Thank God I used to sit on them. But I liked it at the time. I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. And plus I can look back and say confidence have become a bad person since then. So I don't think I'll change anything. I wonder if a few years from now we'll all think the same about current selves. Probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? Of course not. I don't care what people think of me, especially someone who doesn't even insist yet. Alright, yeah. Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek. Wow. Wow, that's... Wow, disgusting. That's me from the future. Come to tons from the me right now. Also, ow. I didn't mean to do it that hard. Yuri isn't seeing her react. And then Natsuki's surprised, Yuri slyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her own cheek. Hey, wow. She turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile, as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in ya. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. I'm sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I kept going on about all this nonsense. I'll let you get to your reading. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens her books. The two eat silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. For a little time, Yuri feels distracted by a twisted regret over having so abruptly forced the end of their conversation. You're back. Yeah, I'm here, lay low again. Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki quickly noticed a ball of iced tea on the staircase when she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact. What? Like, for me? But you didn't even know I was coming here today. But I didn't show up. Well, I mean, I would have drunk it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. Oh, no, it wasn't stupid. I just thought. Oh, never mind. What I mean to say is, thank you. It's a really nice gesture. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. Those are the other things I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me. Yuri pauses and nods. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too, so I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes a drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's temper and response filled her with self-doubt. I'll do something nice for you next time. Please, don't feel obligated. I want to. I want to do nice things too. Okay. Thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do that then too. Natsuki sighs. Nothing. Just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Oh no, not exactly. I haven't been one on purpose or anything. They're just the things I had to be doing during lunch lately. I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but also they just can't take anything seriously. So I'm not feeling serious, and that's just really getting on my nerves. It's all gotten worse since I joined the literature club. How come? I don't know. Look, used to be really good just putting up with it, because it would be so stupid to cause drama for a joke I didn't like or something. Just have a hard time doing that lately. That's my fault for being so oversensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change. But yeah, I know. Manga and Society don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say you should just communicate with your feelings or whatever. It's not my friend who does that kind of thing. I'm just making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry not to say anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening. Want to listen to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I was like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? No. That's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so I don't know. So maybe I should keep going? If you'd like. Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. What are some things you like about your friends? A lot of things. And they're really fun to hang out with, like after school on the weekends. They really like my bacon. And it's fun to complain about school together. We can laugh a lot, and we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes. Oh. I'm bad at a lot of those things. So? Are those things that important to you? Well, kinda. One of the things I need to get out of everybody. group's really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sadie really likes her baking. And she makes you laugh. And she complains a lot. That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Well, unlike them, she was a nice person cares about your feelings. Excuse me? Okay. How about you don't talk that way about my friends that you don't know anything about? Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head. It's fine. As long as you understand, you can't judge people like that. I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down. I can't just compare friends like that and they're like, much respect and who everyone's different. I'm sorry. That's not like the people want to hurt you. Momo's sound stretches between them. They don't want to hurt me. But it's like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. Well, I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts. Like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Well, not really. Also, I always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to do with myself. That's what Monica and Sai never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're like, oh, what's so wrong there? Is everything okay? That's why my mom business sometimes. And to say the word I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. It does make sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot will make a good listener. Thank you. You're also nice. It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. So weird because I always thought of myself as someone who just say whatever's on my mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset. I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself. Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki noticed her fidgeting with the pages of her book. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive. Like I want to be part of it. I think there are a lot of things that are people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated. Especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it. And I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around new characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways I've never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Really? It's not how I feel to be around people like all the time. And fairly often, especially in group settings. When people are making all kinds of conversations, saying big jokes, and all of that. I don't know what to do. I just disengage. Oh. That doesn't get lonely? I don't think so. I'm still quite enjoying spending time with people I never. I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever wish you could be friends with the cactus in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly it makes my heart ache. Yeah, me too. Really? Uh-huh. A lot. Like, more than anything. After Natsuki merged that silence was hysterical once more, but it's a mutual silence. One full understanding. Short intermission again. Alright, now I'm back. Time to finish this. Self-Love Part 2. Hey! Oh, hello. Oh, I thought you weren't coming today. Yeah, well... Lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been yitting the stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends and when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today she's holding a large plastic container in both hands. Well, I ran to my friends, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I was in good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while. I tried to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do with. So I figured I'd share them too. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her container. You make cupcakes. Thanks. You know it! So at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want. Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully twirls it between her fingers. It's bound dark green frosting immaculately shaped into a floral pattern on top of some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. I just ate so I may not be able to finish them. Are they for the club? Yeah, that's so. I don't really think about it. I just made them. I said because green was Monica's favorite color, right? Well, yeah, but that's not really. Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavored. Oh. I love green tea. Oh, do ya? This is a random idea I want to dress up. Oh, don't laugh at me. I'm not. I just felt happy. Oh, sorry. Usually when... never mind. Well, I mean this time I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just wanted to do something nice. And this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know you like them. From past experiences. Yuri turns red, calling the time she treated herself rather generously in Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of stammer and excuse, so she just sells for a disapproving look. How'd you get in the baking? Oh, well, I don't know. I can always just appeared to me. Appealed to me, sorry. A few years ago, I read this small manga with a lot of baking, so I got like super into it for a while. I've been making stuff almost every day. But it's something I always know I liked anyway. It's like picking as I got. When it gets good, it gets more delicious too. Starting to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic. Knowing that it would just be eaten afterwards. Yeah. Maybe I'm too practical for it. I think I prefer to be on the receiving end. That's my other favorite part about it. Something I can do that makes people happy, like unconditionally. Everyone's always so thankful. And then the moment they get to be like, bring good joy. I don't know. It just makes me feel valued. Yeah, I guess that. So you're able to make up with your friends today. There wasn't really anything to make up with them about. They weren't fine around them. You weren't. Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns to a fight if I lose my cool. That's just unnecessary drama. Well, it makes things worse. So they're not going to stop. I mean, well, happens sometimes anyways. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with that. It's not worth it. Especially since I had somewhere to go now, which I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh, I see. The cookie's empty foil wrapper audibly crinkles as Yuri clenches a fist. I'm glad that situation is resolved. And that you don't have to avoid him anymore. Yeah. Me too. Not have to bother you during the alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah. Ugh. Look, listen. I know that. The cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me. What's the best I can do? So I can have the rest of them. Natsuki grabs the box and slides over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box, and she shakes her hand and slides them back. You should have saved them from your other friends. But I made them for you! Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know. And I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it from you. No, they're for making you happy! You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls for her knees to her chest and starts sobbing in her arms. Natsuki! I'm such a bad person! Oh. Yuri stammers, feeling panicked. I mean, you say anything bad? Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes. I didn't. Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs, but struggles beginning to speak through them. I just really hate myself sometimes. It feels so wrong when you say these nice things to me. I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. It's so difficult. I can't even think of a single thing about myself that somebody would like. And I hate myself for bothering you during lunch. Now is my chance to be a good person. I'd be nice to the things you wrote just about in the letter. I know if I tried in the club, sorry, Mom, could be someone willing to make a huge deal of it. You know, I think a lot of those negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize anything I say in there. I never feel like I said all the wrong things. If I just spent so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some more of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my own feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else as I saw myself. Natsuki sniffles. Yuri wrestles through her bag and pulls out some tissues and hands them Natsuki. Monica told me it takes a good person to reflect on these things. A desire to improve yourself. It makes you a good person. So don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so... Like what? Like how you're fun for people to be around, and you're not shy, and you know how to make people laugh, and you're very passionate about things, so you know how to take the lead, and care a lot about other people. It's just a lot of things. Oh. Well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed. Well, you're the one who asked. You don't think I feel embarrassed? Natsuki tries to hide the smile, then she sighs as it fades again. Every time I come here, it's always... I think it's always last time. But I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? It's really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so touching them all the time feels like... Oh, no. Wow. Feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared they'll get mad at me. I don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles while she thinks to herself. What would you do, hypothetically, if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy at your new club is making you happy. Woo! That's just not very hypothetical. Natsuki says that with a little confidence in her voice. I always told myself I'd really rely on the approval of others to be happy. Still feel that way, but I spend time with people who put me down whenever I don't have the time their approval. That's probably what's making me feel so confused. Because I threatened out of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hot. That does make it really difficult for you to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki presses her palms on her forehead and shakes her head. I know it's best for me, but I can convince myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what? Oh, offended. With them? Natsuki nods. I think you're actually considering that as an option. Or actively. I wasn't until recently. Some of these things went so similarly for so long that you just get used to it. So much of you is going into it. So much that it feels like you just have drawn how your life is. And throwing away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. Makes me feel sick to think about. Natsuki sighs. This is really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know, a lot of things. Like being alone. Not being one to talk or hang out with. Not being able to replace what I have with them. I don't want anyone to hate me. I'm scared they'll help me for going against them. Physically? Not physically! Yuri clenches her fists. Natsuki. What? If everyone even thinks to cause you harm. I will unleash hell upon them. Natsuki snorts in laughter. Don't look at me. Sorry, I was just... I liked that. That's all. Oh. Well, I mean it. I know you did. Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look. I needed it. As the conversation lapses, Natsuki again slides her box of cupcakes over to Yuri. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? Natsuki nods. I'm sure. I will then. I'll enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds on to that feeling, knowing it will give her courage. Ah, you're here first today. And you brought reading material. Natsuki is sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like it's such a big part of your life, then one day there's just nothing left. This makes me feel so empty. Unfortunately, I'm about to experience it myself. I'm on the last book of this series. That sucks. But there's also something satisfying about letting the story conclude. I don't know if I want to go on forever. Maybe. But there have been some things I wish I could. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstates welcome? Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I've read that got pretty bad about like halfway through and the ending really sucked. So, it sucks when something has to go, and also sucks when they just keep inviting more plot until you don't like it anymore. Sunken cost fallacy. I guess it sucks either way. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the nature of things. They've come to an end. The two fall silent. They slowly eat while making their way through their respective read material. Except Natsuki. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go out during weekends, right? Excuse me? I got friends at the mall, downtown, whatever. I'm not a total shut-in, you know. How am I bad for making assumptions? I'm sure I'll go out listening to people like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. Board game group? It doesn't matter, just more nerdy stuff. Why ask anyway? I was just curious. As well as I couldn't picture it, so I was curious. Yuri looks at Natsuki and realizes she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees in her chest and puts her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something? Yuri gets flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them. And then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of responses. And now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh. That's... I'm sorry. Totally unsure of what to do, Yuri can barely find any words of support to her. Meanwhile, sound Natsuki's unusually hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. Help me. I feel so sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please help. Take this. You may be having a panic attack. That realization Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I have experience with this, so I'll be through it, okay? Natsuki nickingly nods through her rabbit breath, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over Natsuki and sits on the step behind her. Then she puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes much more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good, safe place, where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri's only touching Natsuki's shoulders, she practically feels a race pulsing through her at the base of the neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hand, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. That's good, let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more, Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more seconds while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All I have to do is focus on the feeling of your breath going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence. By now, worst of it has passed, but Yuri is determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees and her breathing is mostly steady. She takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. So go and keep happening. It may, or it may not. You can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it'll naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions sit back down again so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open book for a dusty floor that she had hastily set down earlier. She brushes the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's forever you openly share through thoughts. But something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because like Yuri, Natsuki's so timid and uncertain for himself. Natsuki does such a good job at hiding it, as if it's taking a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. Because that Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. If you can accept for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. Do you really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do. How so? Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time to annoyance from now on. So, giving me permission to be as annoying as I want, dragging around in a lot of places. I see. But you always said it, so you can't take it back now. Was supposed to have no choice but to accept responsibility then. I know, guys. Ice cream, please. I mean, so far I figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? This first day you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor. But for me, you said you had no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Wait, yes I do. I saw sparkling green tea. Yuri shakes her head. Let's guess my favorite is usually to go get chocolate and raspberry together. Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy. How is that fancy? I don't know. I feel like I should guess something like that. Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. Hey, strawberry's my favorite. What a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have this sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. That's the thing that'll make this easier for me. You already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, I never talked about the layer you want. But I feel like way past that at this point. I have no what to talk about. Except that I think help me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated. And the kinds of friends I want to have. That's why I want to start coming in the first place. Even though I was so scared of causing more problems. I thought it was coincidence that you ran into me individual. Or initially, sorry. Oh, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. I may have tracked you down first. Help the Sayori. That's... Wow. But you said, oh, shouting! Wasn't really like, oh, but you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad you worked up the courage. Even if it was your own way. I can tell you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave. I'll make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? Yes. Look at me. You know, I could get used to this. As long as you don't tease me so much, I'm fine. Just a little then. That's fine. I already know how certain things you feel to you right now, but I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. Feels nice to be reassured. The two girls continue a conversation through the remainder of lunch, but a new feeling hangs in the air, a feel of greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting where the four club members will happily spend their time together. Each of them all with their own special qualities, having something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, since she's about to finish her long-running series, it would be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend was a good time to visit the bookstore. Together. Oh! 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 Turns out there was one more. Oh, man. Do I dare? As of this stream, it's super late right now, but do I dare? Fine, I will. Equals. Final side story. Okay, everyone. We're going to be taking a break from usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time for us to go to the general direction of the club and all that. I think it'll help us figure out what we will do for the festival, right? Oh! Saudi and I already came up with a really good plan! Really? For the festival? Yeah, so plans this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time which clubs and classes are doing food booths. Then we'll take a map and plan the most efficient route, so we can get to most of them before the lines get too long. Hey, that's nothing to do with the club. Oh, well, you have to let me finish. Alright, fine, go ahead. Right, so basically we get all the food we can, then come back here and we all eat right together. That's all. Wow. I got tricked twice by the same joke. Oh, don't be a hater. That's how I can come up with anything better. Look, even yours think about it. No, it wasn't. I would really prefer to do something literature related. We can get together anytime. The festival's a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've seen any new interest in the club. You know, I was thinking the same thing. We really got a shot at showing people that the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? Only time for a food mission and still put together a public event. Oh my gosh, yes! I was just telling me that's a really good idea. Well, I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with an event that demonstrates everything you can get out of the literature club. Well, it's kind of tough because everyone gets something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of the club so far. That could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah! That's too embarrassing. Oh, have so much to talk about. That's exactly why. I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way. Oh! Maybe, but I plan on arguing against them or nothing. I mean, it's a literature club. We can talk about that stuff together, right? And the only way to get more comfortable with it is to suck it up and do it. Oh. You're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resistant. It's not good to say suck it up, because it sounds like you're feeling something matter. Right, my bad. It's just a habit I need to break. Oh, anyway, who's gonna start? I'll start. I was supposed to join after all. Wouldn't that be me? No, I want to go first. Fine, you can start out mine. Yay! So, gosh, it feels like so long ago. I think I joined because I want to have fun sharing poems with people. It seems like it would be a safe way to express myself, you know? Like if it was just a poem that I could share it without feeling like I'm burning everyone in my poems. And I thought it would be a really good way to get to know other people too. So yeah, I was really surprised when I walked in and it was just Monica. And she was sleeping! Don't remind me of that, gosh. Yeah, but it seemed like so much fun starting a new club. Especially since Ryan helped me so much. I want to see help other people too. But being me who was inspired. So I remember feeling like Monica was just so sweet and mature and I could trust her with anything. It made me feel a lot less alone, having someone who knew even the bad things about me. At that point, I knew a literature club was going to be special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. It really helped give the club a more cohesive vision. Yeah, and then Yuri joined, but she was so different from us. And Natsuki too. I think for Yuri, it really helped me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite. But she was really ready to get really close to someone really quickly. I never really thought about that sort of thing. I feel like I've gotten better at understanding people's different needs. That makes me really happy, because my friends are just the most important thing to me. And whatever new members we get, I want to help them in those ways too. I don't know if I would have continued coming to the club if it weren't for you. Really? I know it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think about my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came was to find others who were into fantasy. I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy. I had such a specific idea of the kind of person I could be friends with. So inside you tried to get to know me. I feel like I was just wasting your time. I think I was naive to assume that similar interests were the key component of friendship. Society and I were able to be friends because she always thinks about the needs of other people. That's something I never knew how to do or even thought to do. But I stayed in the club thanks to that, and I started trying as hard as I could understand people better. You really went above and beyond when it came to that. I was just super impressed. Well, I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person who was easily liked by others like the two of you can. And because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things I said. But the whole time I should have been thinking about other people instead. Not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Oh, and I also discovered that sometimes I'm better at communicating when I take the time to write rather than speak. It's so strange the way things turned out. It's so far different from anything I ever would have expected, but I'm happy. I suppose we don't always know what we really need. My gosh! You're so cute that I'm gonna throw up! Okay. Please, don't do that, Sayori. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey! Isn't that my line? Oh. Well, for me, it's actually true, so... What are you saying? Nothing. Nothing. I finished my part, so somebody else take their turn. My heart! Sorry, take some deep breaths. Okay, fine, I'll go. Yuri, I can't believe you were complaining about doing this and still went before me. What a show off! I was just following up on Sadie. You'll see this way to get it over with. Because I left out the most important thing of this club. Besides, I did? Yeah! A regular supply of your favorite cupcakes. Oh no! I forgot that too! I'm a treasure to Cupcake Queen. Neither of you are forgiven. Looks like only Mark will be getting cupcakes next time. I can't eat that many cupcakes. Yeah, only Yuri can. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm just putting off things. It's kind of hard to talk about this stuff. But I guess when it comes down to this is, how much better place mentally than when I first joined. That's because everyone helped me realize I had some really toxic friendships going on in the club. On outside the club, sorry. None of you are toxic. Those are a really painful thing to go through. I will cut them off. It's so hard to think about. Sorry, Natsuki. It's fine, I know it's for the best. I know it's right. I guess for me, it's all about feelings. I was only ever really killed for having feelings, so I thought the right thing to do was just ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize that I'm not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess it's thanks to everyone who took the time to respect my feelings. Everyone else being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being such a jerk that I am. That's really the worst. Natsuki's voice chokes a little. We love you, Natsuki. I just hate that I was like that. Everyone did so much for me, and I never could do anything with my tongue. Oh, that's not true. Natsuki, you've done a lot more than you think. Still, is that same without you. I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what literature club was supposed to be. Apparently that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. You really taught me anything that makes someone happy is worthy of your respect. You even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means a whole lot to me. Seriously need to put yourself down. Okay. Natsuki wipes her eyes. Well, you helped me a lot too. It's so much fun to have you around. And you helped me become a better person. However, a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you. And you always deserve that. I agree. Seeing us have some of the same struggles made me a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry for getting all dramatic again. That's all I wanted to say, so Mark, I can go now. There's no need to apologize. It was something I wanted to talk about anyway, because it made a big difference for me. I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of people. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made a mistake multiple times thinking that my way was best for everyone. I think that I always need to solve other people's problems. But I think after being a leader means you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect, that the best thing you can do is help guide people, rather than to do everything for them. We're all good people. We're all equals. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of the club, realizing what that really means. Sadie, what are you doing? I thought we should be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that are valuable to us. With a piece of chalk in hand, Sadie writes the word trust on a chalkboard. This is because you showed me I could trust you with everything about me. Not just my good side. Suddenly, Yuri takes a piece of chalk as well. She writes understanding. Oh, a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me. Even though it was so difficult for me to express myself. In that case, Margo writes a piece of chalkboard as well and writes the word respect. I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club for me to realize that there was more to it than I thought. And I'm a better person because of it. I have another one. Sadie writes balance. Sometimes people want different things out of a friendship, or they need time before they're ready to become close. So it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person. That reminds me. Yuri writes a reflection. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it is from nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I start reflecting on other people, not just myself, a lot of things change for me. So I think that's the most important one for me. That's great. We have a whole list of things now. Suddenly everyone turns to look at Natsuki. Well, everyone took all the chalk. Don't look at me. Jeez. You could have just asked. Manga hands her a piece of chalk to Natsuki. And Natsuki sighs and writes self-love. I don't know how far I've gotten with it yet, but it feels like it feels like things are at least on the right track. So there, that's my contribution. Together, everyone stares at the words on the board. Is this club supposed to be about literature? It is. We still do a lot about literature. Friendship and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well. Hey! Let's all take a picture together. We don't have one, right? You're right. Make sure you send it to me after. Wait. Can't brush my hair first or something. Oh, you're fine. You have the best hair of all of us. Everyone get together. I can't fit you all in. Okay. Okay, everyone ready. And click! I'm really glad we talked about this stuff. Seems to forget how far we've come with only 4 members. Yeah! I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem. You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too! I think I would like that as well. And everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay. The 4 members of the literature club disperse to return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance and start writing immediately. Sayori stretches and does the same. But Monika is left tapering her pen against the paper, unsure where to start. Just move your hand, Monika masters herself. Right away into your heart. Her mind filled with thoughts, memories, and inspiration. Monika navigates past her mental barriers and begins to write. It doesn't matter what. Just add something new. That's all the side stories. This was very good. This was very good. But my business is unfortunately not done yet. There's obviously one more thing we must do now. And it's far from pretty. But I'm willing to go through it if it means ending this in once and for all. It's really great to see the origins of the literature club. And everyone's development going even further. And for that, it's safe to say have fun with this. Well, I was really getting raggedy at this session. But it was worth it. Thank you, dear player, for enjoying our story of friendship and literature. You're welcome. You're very welcome. That was amazing. Last in the mail. Paula Minor, staying focused on our goals. So our minor help guide our data collection. Any analysis of friendship should be focused on answering these main questions. How does granting elevated access to the VM affect a person's emotional state? How does said action affect a person's values and goals? How does someone effectively navigate an experiment with the ability to change the contents of their VM? How does elevated access being weaponized? What actions and values are most contribute to destruction in the universe? Most importantly, how might your observations apply to our own universe? Bonus. How can you present this to upper management as an operation that benefits the company? Unrated note. Whoever changes the color scheme of desktop to pink, can you please change it back? It's unprofessional, and it runs the risk of drawing eyes. Paula Minor, project manager of Metaverse. That was definitely Monica. And with that, basically unlocked, wow, most of everything. Except for one more thing. And that thing is definitely being tackled. And this is for completing everything. All side stories finished. But not the mumbo jumbo now. We have to go outside. Well then, those side stories were amazing. But once again, we have to face the turmoil and Monica once more. And end everything once and for all. But that's a ways away. Still have a lot more to do before then. But anyway, many thanks for watching up to here. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe in case you want to see more. On that note, I am out of here. I'm Menos. This is my Madhouse, and I'll see you guys the next time. Everyone's note compiled to one song. Very well. Menos, I look forward to meeting you. Until next time.